First damage today was Slidell. They were slammed with an EF-1 tornado, and more than half a foot of rain fell.
Well, city leaders there in Slidell are set to give a press conference right now. Let's take a listen in.
Parish President Mike Cooper, St. Tammany Fire District 1 Chief Chris Kaufman, Louisiana State Police Captain Nick Manali, St. Tammany Parish School Superintendent Frank Jabia, and obviously we have various parish and city officials behind us as well. I'm going to turn it over to Chief Fandel.
Good evening. As you can see from the damage behind us, about 10 o'clock this morning, a tornado set down right here in South Slidell. I've lived here all my life. This is the worst damage I've seen from an immediate storm like we had this morning. Well, we were fortunate. There's no major injuries, no fatalities. Also, every agency in this parish, I want to thank them. St. Tammany Parish Sheriff's Office, Louisiana State Police, Covington, Mandeville, all of them have reached out and wanted to know if we needed some help over here. I think we're going to have plenty of people here this evening and tomorrow, the next couple of days, to take care of what we need to do. This is still a very active scene. There's power lines still down all over the place. So we're asking people stay home. If you don't need to be on the streets, please don't be on the streets. I can tell you this much, there's no curfew, but we will have probably a policeman on the street tonight for every person you see on the street. So stay home tonight. It's not a night to be on the street. The state police has sent a company of about 10 troopers over here to help us out tonight. So if you got any questions, I'll take any questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. I'd just like to reiterate, I want to thank all the parish agencies, Mike Cooper, parish government, my fellow mayors. I've had 3 of them reach out to me today. I've had calls from the governor's office, just got off the phone with the governor himself, and talked to Congressman Scalise this morning about what's happening in our city. I was just telling our chief, I never thought I'd be standing here with something like this today when I got up this morning. This has been a catastrophic event for the city of Slidell. It's catastrophic, not at the level of Katrina, but these folks that own this business here, and this church here, this business over here, and these 50 residents that live in the place behind me, it's catastrophic to them. But with the support of all the agencies I've just mentioned, with support of the Red Cross, with support of the faith-based organizations that are already en route to Slidell and will be here in the morning, we will put this back together, and it will be better than it was whenever we got here, whenever this happened this morning. We will come back strong, I promise you. It's the spirit of our community we've always had. We're not looking for a handout, we're looking for a hand up. With the support that we'll get from all these agencies, we'll put ourselves back together with our friends or our neighbors, and we'll be better than we were. We've got tarps available over at the City Barn site tonight until 8 o'clock. That will move over to Fritchie Park tomorrow morning, probably start around 8 o'clock there. We're going to have food, water, ice. Park, that'll be sometime in the morning. I'm not sure what time that'll start. We'll have hot meals at Fritchie Park for the folks that are impacted by this tomorrow, starting at 11 o'clock, and again at 5:30 in the afternoon for those of you who need those kinds of services. We're talking with the governor's office, with GOSEP, about any kind of housing assistance, vouchers, things of that nature to help these folks in this apartment complex, a couple other homes that are in the neighborhood, in the area here that have been hardest hit. But there's folks out all over the community right now taking down trees, taking trees off of roofs, patching and putting tarpaulins together. This is a critical time for us and our community. It shows what we're made of, it shows how resilient we are, and it shows how strong we will be in coming back and making Slidell a better place than it was when this storm found us. Thank you for being with us today. I appreciate the interest that we're getting here and the support, because this goes out around the country. I've gotten calls today from folks in Colorado. I've gotten calls from folks in Florida and Alabama that have actually seen what's going on in Slidell and reached out to us. That's what we're all about here in Slidell, helping each other. So thank you again, and I'm happy to take questions now or at the end of the press conference. Yes, sir.
What kind of things does Slidell need?
What we need right now is labor. Helping people in some of these homes that don't have the ability to get in and take trees off of homes or out of their yards and getting it curbside so we can get it removed, debris removal type activities. There's going to be some carpentry work that's going to be needed by some of the faith-based organizations. Bring in folks that can help us with that, in patching roofs and covering walls that have been blown out until people can get a contractor in and get their insurance squared away. I've been in touch with the Commissioner of Insurance today, Tim Temple. Said as soon as we're ready, he'll send a team over that will assist our folks with their insurance claims and things of that nature. Any problems that they have, he'll be there front and center. Immediate need, though, is for shelter for these 50 people. We've got them in a shelter up in Pearl River at Creekside, and we've got a shelter over in Lacombe to help these folks. There's not going to be a great need for a lot of clothing, but we're going to need some clothing and just general items that sustain life that people need to get through their day-to-day, especially folks like this that have lost most everything they have.
Mayor, is there a phone number or a website where the people, in fact, you can register so y'all have a master list of who needs help?
We're working on that right now. There's a couple of websites. Slidell Strong, I think, is one of them. What's the other one, Trey? Rebuild Slidell. There's a website that you can register. They can direct you to resources that are either faith-based or government-based or just friends and neighbors that need to get together to help. You can always call City Hall, call our office. You can call the council office. You can call the parish council office, the parish GOSEP office, or the parish president's office. We're all here as one team, one St. Tammany together to make us as good as we can.
I noticed damage was widespread and extensive. Are we getting any reports of any injuries of any sort?
Injuries, minor injuries, cuts, scratches, bruises, bangs. One gentleman sustained a head injury out on the north side of town up here. Wall fell in, hit him in the head. Ended up by the hospital, released. Nothing of any major consequence. It's amazing that people can be sleeping in here and working in here in these buildings. You see what they have now, and they walk out their office and look and say, dumbfounded, you know. One lady I talked to this morning, I said, "How are you?" And she says, "Physically, I'm okay. Mentally, I'm not here." So it's catastrophic, a very traumatic incident if you were right here in the midst of it. But no major injuries. You know, we're very fortunate. We've been blessed that people sustain this. Anybody else? Thank you very much. I think we got Mike Cooper.
Yeah, thank you, Mayor.
President.
Thank you. Good evening. My name is Mike Cooper, Parish President for St. Tammany Parish. We didn't expect, while we were warned yesterday, of course, we did not expect this type of damage. We have had widespread damage beyond the city limits. Of course, what you see here is one of the most catastrophic areas that I've seen as we toured East St. Tammany today. The rains and winds did come through the east as I was set up this morning at the EOC, but as that weather came to East St. Tammany, that's where the tornadic winds occurred and the gusts and the heavy weather. When we showed up here later this morning and toured the area making assessments, it was clear to us the type of damage that we've sustained in these neighborhoods. Along Military Road on the east, many neighborhoods have sustained tremendous damage with trees falling into homes. I want to commend our Public Works Department and Fire District 1 and other fire districts who have participated in the initial push of getting debris out of the roadways so that our emergency vehicles and safety vehicles could go through the roadways. At one point there were over 30,000 people without power in St. Tammany Parish, many of those here in East St. Tammany. And particularly CLECO has indicated that it may take days to restore full power to most of these, to all of the customers here in East St. Tammany Parish. We've got 2 shelters open, one in Pearl River at Creekside, manned by the Red Cross, and one in Lacombe at the Rec Center, manned by Red Cross as well. Those centers will be open until not needed. There'll be hot food served at both of those locations tomorrow. food and drink. We ask our citizens to contact us, those who have damage in the unincorporated areas, to contact us at damage@stpgov.org to report damage to your home so that our building officials can come to your home and make an assessment so that we can add the value of homes and damages that we've sustained here in St. Tammany Parish. So I join with our parish council and all of our Team Tammany that's been working today to address the needs of our citizens. So on behalf of the council and our team, we thank you, and we ask our citizens to be patient as we restore services here for you. And I compliment the mayor and chief of police and Fire District 1 chief for the work that they've done here in the city during these trying times, and we're here to assist as well. We've also heard from the governor, who's acknowledged already that the state is going to provide Cat A and Cat B provisions to us, which allows us to immediately start our cleanup and get most of that reimbursed to us. So we'll be immediately beginning our cleanup tomorrow to get the rest of the roadways cleared and trees out of the public rights of way and debris picked up for debris that is pushed out to the front curb. So again, we've got other speakers here this evening, and I'll entertain questions now or at the end of the press conference.
I know it's been a long day and it's a big area. Do you have any guesses as to how many homes or structures that have been damaged?
I'd have to say hundreds of homes. We're in that process now. I could probably count 100 that I've seen today just riding in the periphery of the city and the unincorporated areas here in East St. Tammany.
Mr. Mayor, would you say hundreds in the city alone, or?
I'd say there's probably less than 100 in the city limits, but there's probably less than 100 in the city limits proper, but it's going to be close to that, somewhere in the neighborhood of 50 to 75 for sure.
And just to clarify the question, because you said it was going to take days to restore power, is that right?
According to the utility officials, that it could take that long. They did not want their customers and our citizens to expect power to be restored tonight or early tomorrow morning. So it could take days for that last customer to be restored, but hopefully, and we know that utility companies are working now that the weather has subsided, to restore service to their customers. Thank you.
Chris Kaufman, Fire Chief, Slidell, Louisiana. 9:30 this morning, we responded to a working structure fire, which was a lightning strike. That's where it started for us. Took half of our shift to work on that fire. While we were working that fire, the first tornado touched down in North Slidell. We had some damage on North Slidell, which is in the unincorporated areas of St. Tammany Parish. Not minutes later, we had the tornado that touched down where we're standing at today. It happened quick. I'm not a weatherman, but either the tornadoes touched down 5 different times, because we have destruction where we stand. We have it North Slidell, we have it off of Military Road, we have it in Kings Point. If you've seen some of the drone footage, you can see the path of the tornadoes. We had 70 firefighters that were on the ground. We had 5 teams working in all of the areas that were devastated with Public Works from St. Tammany Parish and the city of Slidell working together. We were cutting trees, clearing roadways, pushing debris. We have to get the roads cleared first. We responded to over 100 911 calls from 9:30 this morning till 2:30 this afternoon. So some people did not call 911 that's had damage. So I think we right by saying there's hundreds of homes damaged. But we did have over 100 911 calls. We had people that were trapped in residence that had trees on the roof. We had a couple of trees that landed on vehicles. We had people that were just trapped in their home from debris. So we made all those calls and assisted people. In addition to the apartment complex that's behind us today, we helped evacuate over 50 people from this apartment complex. And all I can tell you, praise God that there's no fatalities at this time, in our city, in our parish, which is amazing for the destruction we have today. We will continue to work this event. It's not over. It'll be days, but we're going to work with the power company. A lot of the trees we could not cut because they had power lines through the trees. We have to make sure those power lines are de-energized. So we're going to have to make another pass in removal of trees. So we're going to work together to make that happen. We brought in overtime. We got firefighters ramped up for the next 72 hours. We've been contacted by every agency around us, fire departments that want to help us. It's amazing. I look behind us, the parish, the city officials, working together, we can accomplish anything. So this city, this parish is in good hands. And I want to thank all of them because today has been a challenge, but it worked pretty well for what we had to deal with. I'll entertain any questions anybody has.
Chief, could you please tell the viewers again how you prevent a fire when your home is re-energized if it has damage? That's so important.
Yeah, we talked earlier because a lot of homes are out of power. We had over 30,000. The power is going to come on in grids, and the power company, whether it be Clico or Washington St. Tammany, is going to be putting power back on. If you have any damage to your structure where your power is coming in overhead and you know there's damage, turn your main breaker off, because when it gets to energize, it's going to run through your house. So if there's any electrical damage, that's what's going to cause a fire. We experienced this in many other hurricane events. So if you have any doubt, turn your main breaker off. If you need to call an electrician in, but you can turn your breakers on one at a time if you're checking to see if there's anything that's going to happen. But make sure you have working smoke detectors. Smoke detectors save lives. Have carbon monoxide detectors if you have generators or gas appliances. Right now, a lot of people have generators. I tell you, be extremely careful running those generators. Keep them well ventilated, away from windows or doors, because they create carbon monoxide, which is what we call a silent killer. We experience it after every weather event we have. A lot of people have them. Just make sure you use them correctly. Any other questions?
All right, that's the latest from Slidell and St. Tammany Parish leaders after a tornado. An EF-1 confirmed tornado touched down in part of Slidell today, as you heard.